Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, I'm still not in Port Renfrew. Actually, I'm just north of where I was last night. I was at Sandcat Beach last night, and then I've driven up the road to what's called China Beach. So China Beach is, the trail is in front of me here. And then behind me is another trail down to Mystic Beach. And down at Mystic Beach is quite nice. There's a waterfall that goes into the ocean off a cliff, and then there's a bit of a cave there. Well, I might go to Mystic Beach today, but I think I'm going to go past there. Now, I'm not sure if this is the right area or not. I have no way of checking. There's no cell phone coverage here or web access. So, but I'm pretty sure there's a creek past Mystic Beach. Oh, excuse me. Called Payzant Creek. I'm probably wrong in that, but it's something like that. And I've seen images of it. It looks beautiful. So I'm going to go and check that out today, or see if I can find it. Anyway, off I go. Oh, I'm going to have breakfast first, then off I go.
Sailing across the ocean, trying to find another sea. Looking for adventure, trying to find the other me.
Well, I'm here on Mystic Beach, and that's a little embarrassing. I'm only about 40 kilometers off my target. It's actually called Payzant, 40 kilometers away. So I don't think I'm going to walk 40 kilometers today. Oh dear. Okay, well, we all make mistakes, I guess. I thought I knew this area well, but I guess I don't know it that well. The difference between the Juan de Fuca Trail and the West Coast Trail, other than just being shorter, is that the Juan de Fuca Trail has a road not too far away, whereas the West Coast Trail doesn't have any roads except for logging roads that are inland a little bit. So the West Coast Trail is a little wilder, but the Juan de Fuca Trail is beautiful. There's lots of neat things to see. But today, the place that I wanted to go is nowhere near here. Well, c'est la vie. It's pretty grey out right now, so I think what I'm going to do is hike back to the car and keep going. Maybe we'll get to Payzant. I'm not sure. Anyway. Again. So I've driven up the road 40 odd kilometers to an area called Parkinson Creek, and the area that I want to go to is Payzant, but there's also another little spot that I want to explore down here, because I think there might be a little bit of a cave or something down here with a waterfall. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to go and have a look, see what we can find. Hopefully I'll take a couple of shots today. It was raining earlier, but it seems to have stopped now. Alright, onward. This is kind of overgrown. That's what happens when you get endless days of rain. Thick, lush salal, ferns, and if it hasn't been logged, big trees. Almost need a machete. Oh. Oh. I'm just getting wet. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Well, I can hear the ocean. I just love all these twisted trees. It's very typical of the West Coast. Constant pounding winds with these twisted limbs keep breaking off the trees, and then they grow new ones and twist all over the place. And the understory is extremely dense. Branches, salal, all the usual stuff. So I think the area that I want to go down is down here, so there might be some climbing involved, and I think the tide might be in, so we might not be able to get down there anyway. Okay, well, this is a pretty impressive area. The tide is definitely in, so there's no way I'm going to be able to get down there now, but it's pretty cool. There's a cave. Let me turn around here. There's a cave through here, and then down here there's a waterfall, and then there's a gap, and behind that gap there's another waterfall. So I bet at low tide it's pretty neat in here. It's quite the overhang right here. Getting down there is another story. It looks a bit dicey. Well, might have to come back to this one. Might have to bring a rope with me. But it looks very impressive. Onward to the next stop. We'll go to Payzant Creek to see what we can find there. It's very dark and gloomy in here. Spooky. Ah, made it. Yeah, this is beautiful in here. There's a lovely little couple of cascades coming down here with the big trees hanging over the top. Good. Beautiful. Eddy here. The bubbles are swirling around. But if I can incorporate that somehow into the composition, it should look really good. But also get a nice view of the waterfall at the back there. A nice window or framed by some rocks there. The water is very red in here. I'm going to back up just a little bit, and then maybe I'll take some with a wider angle lens and try and get the log in. Although I don't like the sky behind it, so this is gorgeous. You've got a nice red color in the foreground, the water, and the swirling bubbles, and then the polarizer really brings the greens out. Okay, so what I've decided to do here, a little bit limited on time, is pull back a little bit. So I'm using a 24 to 120 zoom, and the reason why I'm pulling back is I want to get the relationship with the falls in the background and the falls in the foreground, I want them to be closer together, or the illusion that they're closer together. So I've chosen this lens because of the angle of view. So I'm pulling back a little bit. I also want to get the log that's going over the falls. If I use a wide angle, then I get quite a bit of white sky in the background, which I don't really want. So by pulling back and changing the angle of view, I can eliminate a lot of that sky. And I'm also going to put a polarizer on, if I can open the box. There we go. Put a polarizer on just to eliminate some of that the glare on the rock, so the waterfall is a little bit more defined. I need 3 hands here. Alright. I mean, it's a pretty straightforward shot. I'll take a few different angles, different perspectives, and then if I've got enough time, try and get a bit more creative. But it's such a beautiful little spot. I don't think it's a pretty straightforward shot. Anyway, better get a move on, I guess.
Sailing across the ocean, trying to find another sea. Looking for adventure, trying to find the other me. The clouds settled in, they were thick, and the wind was set free. If I get to land, gonna plant my feet and just